Hi there, and welcome to Apple World. So Travis Scott is at last spilling some insane tea about how Kanye West cautioned him that Kylie Jenner planned to annihilate him today. He realized I simply needed to get something out. You know how my message came out, I might you at any point realize I can go out for that, you understand what I know now. There have been hypotheses for quite a long time that Travis has been removed from the Kardashian faction for what has all the earmarks of being no great explanation by any stretch of the imagination. Well, now, incidentally, there is a purpose for this, and Kanye cautioned Travis well before it happened, telling Travis that Kylie planned to dump him quickly when she was finished with him. So what precisely was the admonition that Kanye gave, and does this have a say in his very own fight with the Kardashians? And I can say that has been just a single person on this planet that has at any point walked next to each other with me. So it seems to be the tomahawks of the Kardashian orientation lady. Are at long last ganging up and facing them, and obviously Kanye West is associated with all of this. The Kardashians have gained notoriety for utilizing men and unloading them when they filled their need. We have witnessed this so often, and individuals accept that it's precisely exact thing happened to Kanye. And even with Travis Scott, well, it just so happens Travis got an admonition against Kylie since he as of late uncovered that Kanye surrendered him a heads about how Kylie planned to utilize him and dump him when she had gotten what she really wanted from him. And in the event that you're asking why on her Kanye would surrender him a heads, well, this is on the grounds that Kanye and Travis had something of a functioning relationship before Travis and Kylie even turned into a thing. And Kanye would frequently offer help and consolation to Travis. Kanye West's healthy second with Travis Scott. Congrats. Got that stream minutes like this. So like them or disdain them, no one can reject that Kanye gigantically affects rap music. So it's not hard to see the reason why Travis would respect him yet. Aside from their music, they likewise reinforced over their adoration for the Kardashian Jenner family, with Kanye being hitched to Kim for quite a long time and Travis feeling weak at the knees over Kylie now and again for around 5 years now. In spite of the fact that things got sharp among Kim and Kanye in 2021, Travis guaranteed that it was by then that Kanye understood that the Kardashians had been utilizing him to ascend the social stepping stool of Hollywood, and the second they felt like they could remain on their own, Kim unloaded him like a hot potato. Yet to be reasonable for Kim dislike, she just surrendered on the primary difficult situation, since she did exceptionally difficult to save their marriage. However, she surrendered when she understood that she was the only one battling for their marriage music. I still in this like spot where I'm stuck for a really long time. Like he proceeds to move to an alternate state wherever, like together, so I can bring up the messes with you. Realize he's an astonishing father. He's worked effectively to hold it. However, clearly that is not as far as Kanye can tell, since he accepts that she's left with their marriage however long she expected to, and afterward dropped him when she had constructed a sufficiently large name for her and benefited off him. She sought legal separation from him in 2021, and soon thereafter she documented a movement to have the court pronounce her legitimately single before the separation was settled, on the grounds that she just couldn't hold back to move away from Kanye. Currently remembers how I said that Kanye and Travis used to be brothers before the entire thing. Travis adhered to the brother code emphatically after the separation, and he agreed with Kanye's position. Now, after the separation, Kanye claims again and again that Kim was getting him far from the children and was involving their 4 children as a negotiating concession with him. Well, it just so happens that Travis was the main individual who faced him and told her that she wasn't affirming in a video that became a web sensation via virtual entertainment. Kanye even guaranteed that he wasn't invited to his little girl's Chicago's birthday celebration to know where her party was. There's nothing legitimate about saying that the sort of games are being played and the lights are benevolent of things that have impacted my well-being for the longest. And I'm simply not playing. I'm not letting it. I'm assuming command over my story. Chicago's blissful birthday. I love you, and I'm putting this online in light of the fact that I want you all to help. I didn't call Kim and message the babysitters. I got on the telephone with Tristan, and he said he asked Chloe, won't no one give me the location of my girl's birthday celebration this moment, and that will engrave on her that I wasn't there for her. Well, he then messaged Travis if all else failed, and Travis was glad to give him the location and the ideal opportunity for the party. So obviously he and Travis have a really impressive bond. I mean, assuming Travis will make him and Kylie distraught by welcoming Kanye. Then we realize that he genuinely focuses on Kanye. And to this end, Kanye chose to help Travis out and caution him about Kylie. This sort of helps us remember the Kardashians' response to the Astroworld misfortune, where Kylie promptly limited any association with Travis. Kylie said, "I need to make it clear we didn't know about any fatalities until the news emerged after the show, and in no world would we have kept shooting or performing. I'm sending my most profound sympathies to every one of the families during this troublesome time, and will petition God for the mending of each and every individual who has been influenced, definitely not precisely a sign of a steady sweetheart in correlation." Kanye protected Travis when he felt like Billie Eilish was tossing conceal at the Astroworld to stop the show. She brought the lights up and had her kin get an inhaler from the side of the stage. "Come on, Billie, kindly apologize to Trav and to the family for the individuals who lost their lives. Nobody expected this to happen." Trav had no clue about the thing that was occurring when he was in front of an audience, and he was extremely wounded by what occurred. "Yes, Drive will accompany me at Coachella. However, presently, I really want Billie to apologize before I perform." Kanye being more steady than Kylie. And as per sources, it was close to this time that Travis began to see reality, and the admonitions that Kanye had been giving him for a really long time just so happened. Kanye had been cautioning Travis that Kylie was simply utilizing him, and that she was never infatuated with him. Rather, she just saw him as a necessary evil. The insider added that Kanye generally found it bizarre how Kylie continued on toward Travis the second she and Tyga separated, and he found it much more odd that she had gotten pregnant with Blustery around 5 minutes after she got with Travis. Kanye likewise supposedly told Travis that Kylie was utilizing him for youngsters. On the off chance that you have been following the Kardashians for some time now, you realize that Kylie has been fixated on having children since she was exceptionally young. Music well, Kanye obviously accepts that Kylie utilized Travis to satisfy her fantasies about being a mother, and that she was never actually that much into him. "We should not neglect the time." Kanye made this post on Instagram, saying Tristan Trav Scott called all my kindred benefactors, and we were in the same boat. He likewise brought up how bizarre it was that Kylie continued to part ways with Travis not long after they had a child. For instance, they separated 2 or 3 months after they had turbulent times, and they got back together a couple of months before Kylie got pregnant with their child, Ira, and afterward. Not long before I returned one, they separated once more, and Kanye is persuaded that this supports his hypothesis that Kylie just won a few children with Travis and isn't guaranteed to need to be involved with him again. Insider added that Travis currently figures out that Kylie's family was most likely utilizing him this whole time, and this makes sense of why they kept him from being available at the introduction of the 2 of his children, as indicated by Radar Online. Kris Jenner requested Kylie pick her north of 12. This caused a few dramatization among Travis and the Kardashians on the grounds that he began grumbling that Kris just thinks often about exhibiting the conveyance on her new Hulu unscripted TV drama. Exactly the same thing occurred during Blustery's introduction to the world, and despite the fact that Travis was available at the birth, he was somewhat pushed to the side on the grounds that Kris needed to assume the greater part in the birth goodness. SN, could we at any point kindly discussion about the way that Travis has been fundamentally cut off by the Kardashians? It's so bizarre how everyone in the family imagines like he simply doesn't exist. And I don't for a moment even wish him a blissful birthday. Yet what makes this very odd is the means by which they continue to give Tristan Thompson their full help after he did Khloe so filthy and had a whole child on her yet again. This supports Kanye's admonitions about how Kylie planned to dump Travis when she was finished with him. We can see that occurrence just before our eyes, and Travis has at long last taken. Subscribe Apple World for more videos.